Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. So I'm back with a book video, very excited. I'm back with a TBR video, which I again stopped making these for a while because I was in a book slump. And I have to say, I think I'm officially out of it. I sat down and I finished 3 books this year so far. I'm on my 4th one. I'm like, 50 pages into that one. So I think we're out of it. Who's to say? Not trying to jinx it. I figured I'd make a little spring TBR. So I just wanted to talk about some new releases that I'm very excited about and looking forward to. Just talk about all things books, because I haven't done that in a while. So let's get into it. I have some physical copies with me that I'm planning on reading this spring, as well as, again, the new releases. Some of them are already out, I just don't have them. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about the book that I'm actually 50 pages into right now, and that is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I am loving it so far. I'm like, I just want to sit and read it right now. Also, it's very short. It's big font too, so I'm like flying through this thing already. And it's just like, small town cowboy romance type thing. It's giving me very, very much Chestnut Springs vibes, which at first I was like, is it just like copy and paste? But I'm loving it. It has its own town, it's its own thing, but it's giving me those vibes and like the same feeling as like when I read the Chestnut Springs series. So very excited about that. I think there's like 2 or 3 other books out in the series as well, so there's a whole world for me to get into and read. Yeah, basically Clementine comes back after she left her small town for college and everything, and she became a horse rider, sorry, not bull rider. That's Chestnut Springs. But she has an accident and she comes back to her hometown, and then Luke, he's her older brother's best friend, and it's this whole thing that's happening already. 50 pages in, we got a whole thing going on. So very excited about that. I'll probably be finishing that one pretty fast. So speaking of Chestnut Springs, I didn't realize I had these together in the stack. We have Reckless, which is the next book that I need to read in the series. I only have 2 books left of the series until I'm finally done. This one's about Theo and Winter, so very excited to get Winter's story because she just seems like a very interesting character. I don't know, I'm just very excited to learn more about her. Very excited about this. Don't want to say too much because it is the, 4th book in the series, so not gonna say too much about that, but very excited about that. And this has been on so many of my TBRs, especially if you follow my bookstagram. I keep saying I'm gonna read this and then I just don't, but that is Bride by Ali Hazelwood, because this is the only, well, besides her newest one, this is the only book of hers that I haven't at least tried to read yet. I just need to, it's been on my TBR for so long, and it's different. It's more like fantasy kind of book from her. It's called Paranormal Romance, so it's about a werewolf and a vampire. So excited to see what that's about, and I think there's like a new one of this world coming out, if I saw something correctly. Maybe not, I could be totally making that up. Yeah, I just feel like I need something like, a little bit different than your typical romance, so hopefully we can get to that. I really want to get to that before I get to this other book of hers that I'm gonna talk about in a second. I'm flying through these, guys. And we have The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. This is one of my favorite authors, and this book came out literally last summer, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be perfect. Like, it's about, going to Europe and doing this European food tour and stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to Europe, and so this will be perfect time to read this. And then I just never picked it up because that was kind of the start of my book slump, and I just never, it's kind of dusty. I love the cover, and I love the sprayed edges are beautiful, like the Eiffel Tower. I think it's gonna be good. I love this author again, and it just seems like a very interesting concept and book. Their childhood best friends, crushes, lovers, now estranged exes. Oh my god, they broke up on the flight to the European food tour. Now it's 4 years later? Oh, so then they don't go on the trip, and now they decide separately to go on the trip, but they end up going on the same trip. That's crazy. I literally, this is me in real time finding out about that. Okay, now I really need to read this. Sounds very good. And the last one I have on this list is Worst Case Scenario by TJ Newman. This is so random, but one day, I think I was on like Goodreads. I don't even remember how I came across this book. I came across this book somehow, and I read the description of it, and I was like, that literally sounds scary, but so good. It's like a thriller. Pilot has a heart attack in the air. Oh my god, yeah. The plane crashes into a nuclear power plant in a small town in Minnesota. It becomes ground zero for a catastrophic national crisis with global implications. And I'm just so interested, especially, well, now with all the plane stuff, I'm like, do I even want to read this? But I bought this, like I said, a long time ago, like right when it first came out. I'm just like so interested in like nuclear disasters and stuff, which sounds so weird and random, but I'm just like, I don't know, it just sounds very, now that I read that, I'm like, this might be my next read, because I forgot about the whole nuclear thing. Level 7 is a major accident, and the only 2 level 7 nuclear disasters were Fukushima and Chernobyl, and there's never been a level 8 until now in this book, obviously made up. So that sounds so good to me. I don't know why, but I'm into that kind of stuff. So that might have to be, every time I keep like reading and like reminding myself what these books are about, and I'm like, wait, that's gonna be my next read. No, wait, that's gonna be my next read. So those are all the physical books that I have with me that I will be 100% reading this spring, especially now that I'm like rereading what these are about. I'm like, wait, these will be read. Guys, my phone looks so bad right now. The screen is all cracked because I threw my phone in a tote bag with my keys and it just cracked the corner of the screen. And then like the next week I dropped it on the floor of my bathroom and I heard like it land on something and I heard the crack and I was like, oh, so it cracked it again. And it did. You can't, it's so hard to see in this lighting. It's the screen protector, not my actual screen, thank God. But I've been needing a new screen protector so badly. So I was very excited when Smart Devil reached out to me and wanted to send me their quick installation screen protectors. Like, this is exactly what I needed. So excited about these. This is their 9H screen protectors. It is beyond 9H hardness. You need a good solid screen protector for your phone. One that's not gonna crack against your keys just by being thrown in a bag. Keep your phone safe from cracks and scratches. I would say if you don't have a glass screen protector, what are you doing? If you just have one of those plain like sheet ones, I think the glass ones are definitely the way to go. Quick installation screen protectors, and that's the exact kind that I need because whenever I get so nervous putting on a screen protector, like I need some sort of guidance or something. So this actually comes with the perfect little way to install it. Yeah, so let's go switch out my screen protector for a new one because it's been bothering me and I need it changed right now. Okay, here we are. Let's make my phone look all shiny and new again. So this kit comes with everything you need to put on your new screen protector, including cleaning products and everything to make sure there's no dust stuck underneath there. So I just started off by obviously ripping off my old one, and look at that beautiful little device to perfectly line everything up on your screen. It's so easy. You just pull that out and you wait for all of the air to leave. You can see like the air bubbles just immediately disappearing. This was the easiest experience I've ever had with putting on a screen protector. So easy, absolutely zero air bubbles, and you actually get 3 in this pack, so I will have these for so long, and if it does end up cracking or breaking, which I highly doubt, I can just easily replace it using this little lineup tool, and look how beautiful and clean that looks. So much better. If you guys are like me and you have a cracked screen protector or just need a new one, need a glass one, be sure to go check out Smart Devil. The link will be in the description below. Use the code LYJKIK8K for money off. Super easy installation, as you guys saw, like anyone can do it. Yeah, I'm very happy with my refreshed phone. It just looks so much better now. Like I've gotten so used to the cracks, I'm like, wait, this looks way better. So anyways, let's get back to talking about books. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the new releases that either have come out or will be coming out in the coming months. These are no like specific order. They just kind of, I wrote them down as I remembered them. So the first one is Deep End by, again, Ali Hazelwood. I just she's like an auto-buy author for me. I only DNF'd one of her books. Again, I haven't read Bride yet, but I will. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll read Deep End first. We'll see what I'm feeling. But it just seems really interesting. I forget exactly what it's about. I think it's about like someone on the swim team. I don't know, but you can see by the cover here, it's like in a pool. I don't know, but it seems interesting. I've heard mixed reviews. I feel like that's been happening with a lot of her books, and then I read it and like it's good, so I don't know, we'll see. And again, that actually already came out, so I need to go buy that, but I need to read some stuff on my physical TBR first. The next one is probably one of my most anticipated reads, most exciting of the year, and that is A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. That comes out April 22nd, and I'm so excited. Emily Henry has never done me wrong. I can say that with full confidence. Love all of her books. Every year, buy it on the release day, start reading it immediately. So good. I feel like I've done reading vlogs the past few years, so I might do that again. We'll see how I'm feeling. It might be like in a bigger reading vlog. I love Emily Henry's books so much. Hey, Emily Henry, if you want to send me an ARC, I would gladly take it. I would gladly read it immediately. No, this one just sounds so good. I think it's two either like reporters or journalists, and they're both fighting to like write about this woman's life, like I think her memoir or something, and it just sounds so good. I'm just like very excited to see where she takes that story, and apparently it was inspired by The Last Great American Dynasty, the song by Taylor Swift, so immediately it's gonna be good. Like it's just, you just know it's gonna be good. And the next book is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Has she had a book come out since Carrie Soto's back? I don't know if there's been a new one since then. So it's been a while since she's released a book, or at least since I've read a new release by her. And I'm very excited about this one. It's about an astronaut. That's all I really know about it. I like going into books kind of blindly and just like not knowing too much about them. But that one comes out June 3rd, so that's a bit of a wait. It gives me time to read all these other new releases before that comes out. But that'll be a good way to kick off my summer reading as well. And her books just are always so good. I just don't read too much like historical fiction, but hers never do me wrong. So, and the next one is another one that I'm probably like equally excited about as like the Emily Henry book, and that is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. She's like my new found favorite author. I found her last year. I've read the whole series of like Part of Your World through her newest release, and this book is actually another like installment of that little interconnected standalone series. It comes out April 1st, so a little bit less than a month till that comes out. So excited. Again, that's another one where I'll be there on release day buying the book, reading it immediately. And the most, well, besides Deep End, the most recent new release that is coming out in mere days is the new Hunger Games book, which is an insane sentence to say in the year 2025 that there's a new Hunger Games book, but it's a prequel, just like A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I can't see them, but I have all the Hunger Games books down here. I think I read the first one when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. Like, fell in love with the world, the universe, immediately read the rest of the books. Because I think I like had to wait for Mockingjay to come out. So I have Catching Fire and Mockingjay in hardcover, so I might have like had to wait for those to release. So I read Songbirds and Snakes as soon as it came out, and I'm just very excited to hear about Hey Mitch's, you know, story of his games and everything. And I wanted to kind of maybe reread. Maybe I'll try. I don't think I'll have time to reread the first book before this comes out, but maybe I'll read like a little synopsis. Yeah, that might be, I think I'm gonna read like a spoiler, you know, synopsis of the series just to like refresh my brain and like remember everything that he goes through and everything that happens with him in those books, just because like I feel like going into it blindly, I probably would like miss all of the little details that is put in there. So I'm just ranting about Hunger Games now. Hunger Games was like a huge part of my reading journey and like what really made me fall in love with reading, as well as like Divergent. Like those two series I think really made me fall in love with reading. So like coming back to there still being more books coming out in that series is just like, so I just love it. So very excited about that. That's the soonest new release, so we'll be getting that on release day as well. Yeah, so that is my spring TBR, as well as the new releases that I'm so excited about coming out in the next few months. Maybe I'll do like a reading vlog of all the new releases, because I was gonna do that for last summer's new releases, and then my reading slump hit. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know if you guys are looking forward to any of these upcoming releases, or if there's any other releases that I missed that you think I should have on my radar. And check out the Smart Devil screen protectors, so good. Highly recommend. Super easy to put on. Gives your phone a little refresh if you need one. Check out the link down below, use the code for money off, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye.